Welcome to the Running Network Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Take a picture of your sign. Will you hold them up?
Once again, next to the full Mixed 5, call number 2. Big Patton is still in second, Atkins still in third. 6th leg. And there's Southbridge.
Past with us to help out with our 12th annual BAA Relay Challenge. One of the legends of the sport, 4-time Olympian, 5-time World Cross Country Champion, silver medalist in the inaugural Women's Olympic Marathon, 9-time New York City Marathon Champion, the great Grete Waitz.
Greta, what was your first experience in running? Can you tell us about that?
My first experience in running was when I was 12 years old, and I entered a track and field competition, and but surprisingly I wasn't as good as I thought, but I enjoyed it a lot.
What would you tell a young person getting involved in the sport? What's the good thing about getting involved in running?
I think it's great to be involved in running because running is the basic for all kinds of sport. They may want to pursue down the road when they get a little bit older, and running gives you the freedom. You can do it anywhere, anytime, and you don't need a lot of equipment, and you can run on the roads, in the forest, on the trails. I love the sport.
What was your favorite, because you've done indoor track, I've seen you do indoor, I've watched you run outdoor, you've done the marathon, you've road raced, you've run cross country. What's your favorite discipline in athletics?
Definitely cross country, because I love running, you know, in the woods, on the trails, and the up and downs and the challenges that the nature give me.
Now, what were the distances when you were competing early on? Would you do like 3K to 4K, or what were the races like?
When I started running on an international level, it was basically more the mile and the 3,000 meters. Okay. So I'm so happy now that the women, they can run the 5 and the 10, the marathon and the steeple. They can do anything.
What was your favorite distance on the track?
Definitely the 3,000 meters.
Okay. Now, did you like running indoors, or was it kind of something that was an acquired taste?
It was a change from what I normally did, but I like running on the big track the best.
When you ran your first marathon, were you scared beforehand?
I was nervous because I didn't really know what I was doing. I had run, you know, some long runs, but not as long as is required for the marathon. So it was a challenge, and I took it, and I'm really happy that I did.
Now, was Fred LeBeau the one who really convinced you to get into the marathon?
Definitely, okay. And I'm very grateful that he was able to to talk me into doing it, and without that I wouldn't have been here in Boston today.
Now, you've run and won in Boston, in London, in New York. Do you have a favorite marathon course? I mean, each one's obviously very different. It's hard to compare them. Is there one that's really special to you?
New York will always be special to me because that was my first one, that was my breakthrough. But I think all these marathon courses have their own charm, they are different, and they are all very challenging. Here in Boston, it has a lot of downhill. People think it is easy, but this is a tough course.
Okay. And then final question, if you had a young woman coming to you, and she was a pretty good high school and college runner in the States, would you encourage her to get into the marathon in her 20s, or how do you think she should approach a long-term career?
I think that I would give her the advice that reach your potential on the track. When you feel that you have done the best you can do on the track, then you may think about doing a marathon, maybe a half marathon.
Okay. Greta, thank you so much.
Two young ladies to hold the briefcase tomorrow at the finish of the Olympic marathon trial. Each one of your schools nominated, or each one of your agencies, make sure it's open. You're going to have fun? Not much, I guess. Try again. You're going to have a lot of fun? Yeah, much better. Thank you.
And we are on. Nading is up there. And now dash. Return of the cones. Regather. And run on Root for your teams. Here comes the second leg. Unofficially 38 seconds for that first 300. Very fast running. And Southbridge, a clear leader. Made it to Randolph and Cameron close behind. Randolph now in the ninth leg. Southbridge looking. Farragut is a very strong contender. First year in the program for Southbridge, so they're making the mark early. Acton on the story. Now Acton has taken the lead.